Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Ultimate Elite here. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope this video finds you well, as always. And yeah guys, let's kind of get right into it. This video, as you can tell from the title, is pretty much just my thoughts and my reactions to the Modern Warfare trailer. Multiplayer trailer, I should say, specifically. It was announced to us that it was going to be revealed on August 1st, and so it was. You know, there was a big stream that was done for the reveal of the multiplayer, and I have a lot of thoughts on it, and I just quickly puts down some things here on my phone so I kind of can just share with you about some of the information about the multiplayer, I should say. Again, this video is going to be a little more off script because of that, just because I kind of wanted to make it, you know, relatively close to the time of the reveal. As of the making of this video, it's the 4th. You know, hopefully I can get it up by the 5th. But yeah, there was just a lot of things that I kind of wanted to share with you about it. Again, based on a lot of things that YouTubers, a lot of influencers that went to the event on August 1st, you know, said about it. Some of the gameplay capture that was done for it. I myself have checked out a lot of videos about it, you know, a lot how the gameplay looks, how the gameplay feels, and again, I will get into it in just a minute here. But quickly, before I go ahead and do that, I just wanted to kind of, you know, walk through the trailer with you guys and kind of give you, I guess not like a true reaction because I've already seen the trailer, but I kind of just to give you an overview of the things that I kind of noticed on it. And yeah, so with that, let me go ahead and take a look at this with you right now. Alright, and we're back, guys. I have the video pulled up here on YouTube. The way you're seeing it right now on your screen, it should be, you know, minimized slightly with, you know, bars around the video or like an image surrounding the video, just because I don't want Activision getting on my butt about it. It's a long story. You know, there's stuff going on. But anyway, yeah, so kind of the way that I'm going to be formatting this is I'm just going to be, you know, kind of commenting things as they go along. As I see things, I'm actually going to minimize the sound again for, you know, copyright reasons, so hopefully you'll understand. But the main point of this video isn't necessarily, you know, to hear the trailer. Obviously, if you want to hear it, you know, in its full glory, I'll definitely leave it in the description of this video. But it's just to kind of just to go through it, and again, I'll be sharing my thoughts, the things that I've noticed, the things that have been revealed to us. After the trailer is done. So with that said, let me go ahead and start it, and we'll go from there. Rated M, so kids, if you're younger than that, stop watching. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I first quickly just want to say that the graphics are amazing and they look fantastic, and again, you know, it's probably the main reason why I'm gonna be upgrading my graphics card, you know, pretty soon. So another cool thing is I'm glad they added, you know, real life locations. New door mechanic there that I will be getting into in just a minute after the trailer. Ooh, that was pretty cool. Now this is a new, you know, night vision that really, especially back at E3, they were talking a lot about, you know, the Infinity Ward developers, the fact that, you know, there's a new lighting system and new engineered way of doing the night vision. And again, I don't want to go into it too much right now, but it'll be, you know, a mode in the game, but we'll get into it in just a minute. Pretty cool. There you go. Oh, and another thing, I love the music selection for this trailer. Pretty badass. Go to Call of Duty. Pretty sure it's going to be one of the perks or one of the streaks. The slide is back. You guys see that? It's pretty cool. I actually prefer the slide over the dolphin dive or any of the other ones. The noob tube is back. Hopefully nobody noob tubes. Again, that's probably another sort of, kill streak. Again, man, I'm really digging the real locations. That's pretty cool. Again, that sick ass, night vision. That was pretty cool. I just wanted to pause it just for that reason. That knife that was pretty sick, right in the middle of the chest. Oh, and then the Juggernaut. Again, I have understood that that's going to be another big kill streak, I believe. Or kind of a care package. There you go. Oh, and they're finally adding vehicles again. That's something I'm really excited about. Javelin. Now, here's the thing. There's a two-faction system in the multiplayer. And pretty much a lot of what they're wearing is cosmetic. So if you want to make your guy, look cool with like this sort of mesh costume, that's definitely a possibility, and I absolutely love that. I love customization in characters when it's appropriate. And in this case, it looks pretty sick. I'm gonna want my guy to have some sort of mesh outfit, even though he has like a machine gun, and there's no need to be wearing any sort of ghillie suit or anything. Hopefully that can be done. See how cool that was at? Mines, okay. Moab? Possibly? Moabs are coming back, possibly? And there you go. Modern Warfare. So there you have it, guys. The Modern Warfare multiplayer trailer. I actually had a lot of fun going through that with you guys and kind of just pointing things out. And pretty much just walking through some of the things that will be in the game in the future. But anyway, here I'm going to actually go into the meat and potatoes of the video. And this isn't in a particular order. This is just the stuff that I kind of noticed as I watched other YouTubers' videos, getting information from just what was revealed on August 1st. So kind of the first thing, kind of the big thing that I saw a lot of people talking about was the ground war mode. Now, well, kind of before that, I'm kind of taking a step forward a little bit. It's pretty much the map sizing, right? So the Modern Warfare maps will be sized differently depending on the number of players on the map. Again, in the ground war mode, you're expecting 20 versus 20. I think they're expecting it to take it, 100 players, so 50 versus 50, something like that. In the ground war mode, there will be maps designated for larger areas. You're not gonna have like a small 3-lane map for 50 people in that one spot, even though that does sound fun and that does sound crazy. So that I wouldn't be completely against that. But yeah, so you have different maps with different sizes. Of course, for the 20v20, the 10v10, the 6v6, the traditional 6v6 we've seen in the previous games. And then of course, the first mode they showed to us, which was the 2v2 mode. There will be different maps kind of designated for these different types of battles. And again, the ground war mode, now I can kind of, go into it a little more. And this is kind of, the flagship, I guess, that they're trying to sell us here this time around. This seems like a really cool idea. I'm excited to play it. Well, overall, I'm excited for the game in general. That trailer kind of showcased a lot of things. And the ground war mode doesn't seem it'll disappoint. I think it'll be a new addition and a very, very different addition, from the past Call of Duty games. And again, just kind of going off the top of the dome here, as I talk about it, I mean, this is something that's really, really different to Call of Duty. This is something that we haven't seen in a Call of Duty before. There have been, war modes before in Call of Duty. The one that stands out to me the most in particular is the one that was in World at War. I distinctly remember that one, and I did have fun with that one. So I'm glad that it's coming back in this format and in this way. And again, you know, with the entire overhaul of the Call of Duty name because of Modern Warfare, I think it's a welcomed addition. But I don't want to be caught up too much in that one, so we're just going to keep moving forward. Realistic mode. This is kind of what I was, you know, hinting at earlier. And that was the fact that the night vision, right? The new night vision that they've kind of been promoting since the game has been revealed. Well, there's going to be some sort of, you know, realistic mode, I believe they're calling it, or reality mode, or something like that, where the map is completely pitch black, pitch black dark. There's absolutely no form of seeing without your night vision. And here's the thing, it will be implemented in that mode where you will be using your night vision. Another cool thing that I was able to find out based on my research was that when you're in the mode and you have night vision on, when you aim down your sights, your laser becomes your actual sight, right? What you're aiming down, you know, your weapon to. The thing is that your sight becomes visible, your laser becomes visible once you're aiming. So the enemy will know which direction you're aiming, or your position will be given away if you're aiming down your sight. So you have to be very tactical of when you decide to aim, who you decide to aim to. Again, it adds to this idea that modern warfare is just a very different Call of Duty, and again, it doesn't resemble a lot to Call of Duty because of it. So this mode, I think, is a big welcome, and it'll bring people into, you know, the crowd that normally doesn't play Call of Duty. And that kind of brings me to the next element of the Call of Duty multiplayer that I think is very important, and that's the weapons. So the maps, right? That was a principal idea, you know, different map sizes. From the looks of it, you know, the maps look pretty well built. You know, there's power positions. From some of the maps that I watched, you know, it's kind of 3-lane, but yet there's different dimensions to it. Power positions up high, underground passages, you know, zigzagging corners, crowded areas, you know, high traffic areas. The maps seem to be very well designed. Now, kind of going into the weapons themselves, well, first I kind of want to bring up to you guys a very important thing, and that's that the weapon mechanics, the weapon physics, I should say, have been completely overhauled. The way that the weapons work isn't the traditional way, and I'm assuming that's based on the engine. Before, you had your traditional hit marker system, and again, I'm not completely familiar with the system, to be completely honest with you, but based on what has now been revealed, the development team really took into account real life numbers for the weapons, muzzle velocities, and this is what happens when you don't edit your videos. Muzzle velocities and muzzle drop, you know, caliber, things like that were taken into account. Damage dealt, temporary cavities, things like that, and were taken into account into making, you know, the new gun physics. And that pretty much allows for the guns to feel completely different from each other in a lot of situations. Again, you know, submachine guns will still feel like submachine guns, but since they took into account so many different factors when it comes to weapon itself, again, from previous editions, it's going to allow for a very different feeling game depending on the weapon you have. If you have a submachine gun mainly, again, you can expect your typical, you know, muzzle rise, better hip fire, but again, it'll be different for each gun based on the info they gathered for that particular gun. And that kind of goes into the attention to detail they put into it. There's going to be tactical reloads, there's going to be full reloads, tactical reloads that will allow you to keep, let's say, half of your magazine if you only wasted half, or maybe you fired off some warning shots and you want to make sure you have a fresh clip in. Things like that. That attention to detail, and kind of continuing with that idea, you have the Gunsmith Mode. This is kind of one of the bigger ones for me, because this is a complete overhaul for the weapon design and the weapon systems in a Call of Duty game. You haven't seen anything like this before. The Pick-10 system really isn't going to be there, and it's really going to be replaced by, you know, intense weapon customization and really shaping the weapon to your advantage. And here's the thing, I was seeing some YouTubers talk about this, and really it isn't going to be about speccing your gun with what looks like to be the most overpowered stuff. Each thing will affect the gun in a positive and negative way. So adding more sight to it, you know, the underbarrel, the barrel itself, the stock, the grips, all of these will be a factor in how the gun works. And according to some of the YouTubers that were at the event, it could spec your gun to act worse, because if you add all these attachments to a particular gun, it might start performing worse than it did before. So it really will be a balance of what you can spec your gun out with, and again, just finding that perfect, you know, combination with that gun. And that's all going to be allowed with the Gunsmith mode, or the Gunsmith customization, and I think that's absolutely amazing. And I keep saying it, but it's so true. It just completely changes the feel of a Call of Duty game. But the big one, guys, overall, is a cross-platform, obviously, right? And the fact that there won't be any season pass for the game. These two factors change the game completely. You know, the cross-platform. The fact that I could play on my PC with my new graphics card that I'm going to be adding to my system. Playing on my PC, and I could play with my friend that's on the PS4. I can play with my friend that's on the Xbox, and we can all get together into a game and play it. Well, for one, I can already see that's going to add a lot of longevity into a game, or into this particular game, because what other game allows you to do that? Well, there's very limited number of games, especially very limited shooters, that allows you to kind of get together with all the platforms, particularly consoles, I should say, and PC. And the fact that we can do that now is just absolutely amazing, and I love the idea about it. And then the other one was going to be no season pass. So not only are you bringing the community together, cross-platforming them, but you're not going to put, you know, limitations on the maps that are available with people that have a season pass, or people that, you know, or the people that don't, you know. And I think that's just such a big important thing, because when you're implementing a system like this, you solve the cross-platform problem, but you might still have that season pass limiter. So that solved the problem there, making the content available to everyone, and really just making sure everyone's having a good time, period. One thing that I was saying multiple times throughout the entire video is how different this game feels, or I'd imagine it'll feel. Again, we haven't seen a Call of Duty like this before. I mean, when did I imagine that there would be a Call of Duty where you can slightly open the door and toss a grenade in? I mean, it seems simple, right? And it's a mechanism that we've seen in other games, for sure. But for a Call of Duty game, that's kind of, well, incredible, to be honest with you. I think it's a great change. The fact that this game isn't mindless, you know, running around anymore. Which, again, there's a place for that, and again, I still enjoy that sort of gameplay, but it's a much more, again, boots on the ground feeling. And I'm using that term because I feel that this is the first kind of true boots on the ground feeling game we've had for a Call of Duty. Forget the boots on the ground of old. This is a completely refined form of boots on the ground, much more tactical, much more real, and it gets, dare I say, much more closer to the Battlefield games. And that's another topic for another time. Anyways, guys, this video is going to become way too much longer than I expected it to be, and yeah, I just want to hear your thoughts on it. What do you guys think about the multiplayer? Are you guys excited about it? Are you guys looking forward to playing it? One quick thing though, like I said, I will be getting this game, and you can expect me to get the early access beta for it. Hands down, no question. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for stopping by for the video. All of you are absolutely amazing. Please like, share, and comment, and subscribe if you'd like. Again, thank you so much. Unleash your potential, guys. Bye-bye.